Good morning, Prepper Nurse 1 here. Let's see, today is the 28th of January, it's a Saturday. Got about 3 inches of snow overnight, which was not terrible, but something came down, right? Um, and so anyways, I had yesterday was actually a really busy day for me. I helped my mom. She had this huge couch that she had to get over to my niece's. So we had to load that up, had somebody else come along too, and we loaded that up, and it was like an hour drive to go do that, and then an hour drive back, and it's quite a long day. And then so we did that, and then I had to take Eddie. Eddie went down and is spending the weekend with his mom, and so that's where he's at. And then we picked up Kendall, and anybody that's seen the older videos know who Kendall is. It's my daughter's best friend since she was 5 years old, and so that is that. You know, that's what she's doing there. And then it's really so we got that part done, and so that, like I said, there's another long drive. So it was a long day. So I got back home late, and we ended up not making a video. So I wanted to show you here. Somebody had asked me about my propane tank, and here's my propane tank, and it's a 330 gallon tank. And somebody was, asking me about that. We got this last spring, and it was first and foremost of everything. I'm a prepper, always have been. My whole mindset has always been about prepping, and because I'm a big believer in you prepare for the worst and you hope for the best. So I got this big tank last spring, and we have hardly used any of the propane, to be honest with you. Realistically, right now, now that we have the shower hooked up, we'll use it for the shower, obviously. But basically, we had it so that it's hooked up here into the camper as well. And so when Eddie's tutor comes, we turn it on in the camper and warm the camper up so that when they're doing their studies, and the tutor comes 4 days a week, for Eddie. So that's what that is. Now it's funny, I've stated before why I do these videos. A lot of the times it's kind of like a thing for my kids to look at back at when they're older, so that they can look back and see what we did while we were here, back in the year of 2017 now. But the kids right now, they don't watch the videos now. It's funny, because I've done so many videos, they don't even care. So but I figure when they get older and they're mature, then they can go back and they'll want to see. You know what I mean? That's more of what it is. It's for them, for the future them, and so that they can look back and reflect, and maybe when I'm long gone, they can show their grandchildren, or their children, their grandchildren. Here was great grandpa Ed back in 2017, and this is what we did. So that's more what it's all about as far as the channel goes for me. I enjoy doing it. I enjoy talking with people. I've met some absolutely wonderful, great people. And so let me go back to the propane tank here real quick. So the guy asked me, what does it cost, to fill that up. So the propane, I think I paid like I think I got it for like $1.29 a gallon in the spring. So like I said, it's a 330 gallon tank. So if at this point, if we have used 50 gallons total, I'd be surprised, to be honest with you. I can call them anytime I want to have them come and fill it up, and so you can figure out how much it's going to cost to fill it up. But to me, it was well worth it. It's an investment. I figure if an SHDF situation happens, I got a 330 gallon propane tank. Besides the fact that on the front of here, I got two 30 gallon tanks here. or no, 40. I'm sorry, two 40-gallon tanks here, and then I got all the 30 pounders that I have. I probably got 4 or 5 30 pounders. I'm not exactly sure, to be honest with you. I know I have quite a few. I think I have at least four 30-pound tanks. So, and then I have a bunch of the 1 pound tanks too. So, it's just it's a matter of you know, like I said, it's there's no such thing as too much as far as I'm concerned. And to be able to have the opportunity to pick up that much was a really, really cool thing. Now, I want to ask you guys to do me a favor. Like I said, I've met some fantastic people through YouTube, and I've had some awesome, awesome conversations with people. And so I'd like to ask you guys to do me a favor. Now, anybody that's watched the channel pretty much knows that I'm not really religious, but I have a really good friend of mine, and his name is Reese, and he's dealing with some stuff right now. And this is a man, let me just say, this is a man who served our country, saw combat, was wounded in combat. He was also a sheriff, okay? So he served our country not just once, but he served it twice. And he's going through some major, major health issues, and I'm really, really concerned for him. He's been dealing with a lot of seizures, and and they really don't know what's going on with him. And he was recently back in the hospital again. So anybody out there that does pray, and I know a lot of you obviously do, I'm asking you to put him in your prayers. And anybody else, just please have him in your thoughts, because he really needs whatever strength that he can get at this point in time. So I would ask you guys to do that for me. I would really, really appreciate it, because he's a stand-up guy. I mean, it's like I don't really have a whole lot of close friends, because I don't always let a lot of people real close to me. So, but he is one of them. You can go back and see when we went on vacation last year in February. We had gone down to South Carolina and hung out with him and his wife and his son, and and we had a really, really nice time. And it was he's like a brother. He really, truly is. So again, I would ask you to do that for me, and I would really appreciate that. So anyway, getting back to the things here, like I said, again, first and foremost, I've always been a prepper, and then I wanted to be obviously as self-sufficient as I possibly could be, and so that's I wanted to be off grid, and I wanted to live off grid, and so that's why we built our first place, and to have a place to go to, in a SHTF situation. And then my ultimate plan was to obviously move to my off-grid location, and so then obviously I got divorced, and so we ended up having to sell the first property, and then we had to start all over again. So that's how we ended up with this property here, which is actually a better property for us. So that's just it's part of those roadblocks that are thrown up in your way that you have to deal with in life. And it's just. But everything in my mindset is always prepping, prepping, prepping. When I go shopping, I'm looking at what can I add to my preps. What can I do to make things easier if things go bad. So that's a lot of what I do. And like I said, I do enjoy it. And it's for me, and honestly, it's peace of mind. And that's why I don't understand why more people don't do it. When I talk to people and they say they don't even have a 2-week supply of food and water in their house. They have nothing as far as a backup. I can't even fathom that, because I don't understand why, especially if you have children, why you wouldn't be as ready as you possibly could be. And so that's one of the things that I just don't get that. I really don't, because like I said, my mindset is always prepare, prepare, prepare. So that's, like I said, with the propane, it's a nice backup to have. And like I said, now that we have the hot water hooked up in the house, it's also nice to have for that as well. So, and again, it's like, we're taking showers. We're not taking half an hour, 45-minute showers. It's you get in, do what you got to do, and get out. So, but like I said, it's a nice thing to have. It's a good advantage, and that's what we're doing. So, but anyway, it's this year is going to be interesting. We'll see how it develops. I plan on obviously doing some more, doing some gardening and everything else, and we're gonna just keep, rocking along. But like I said, I wanted to address that as far as the propane, because he had asked, and so obviously, let me just say this as well. When they came in, the propane company. Everything was installed professionally, up to code, because I just, I don't want any obviously issues with that. So everything is completely, legal as far as that goes. That's one of the things that I have done, and of course, then it's I wanted always everything that we have done, and I've hired obviously a lot of stuff out because I wanted it done the right way. I wasn't going to jerry rig anything. I wanted to make sure, like with having the electrician come in and putting everything in, I wanted to make sure everything was to code. With having the carpenter come in and do what he was doing, with working and trying to take care of the kids and everything else, the time's just not there. So I had to hire somebody else to come out and do some of the work for me. So, and then I've done what I can on my own. And like I said, I've learned a lot since we got out here. Like with the solar system, we had put the original solar system in, and then we ended up contacting Bill and Rosa of Bill and Rosa Off Grid, and he's been off grid for 4 years. So, and he's tweaked his solar system a lot of times, and so I spoke with him because he knew what he was doing, and he gave me some great advice. And that's what it's all about. It's all about helping each other, and that's what it should be about. I had somebody recently contact me, and she's, you know, it's somebody that came up to visit as well, and she's looking to buy a piece of property, and she asked me if I would help her, when she got, her property and stuff like that with some advice and pick my brain and stuff. And I said, absolutely, without, it would be my honor, because the thing is, it's like, you guys are gonna. This is the best advice that I could give anybody. Learn from the people that are already doing it. Okay, learn from our mistakes. I mean, because you're gonna make mistakes. There's no doubt. I don't care who you are, how smart you think you are. You're gonna make mistakes. And the best way to learn and to move forward is do it through other people that have done it. If you're thinking about moving off grid and you want to do it, it's not easy. It is expensive, and but it's worth it. I mean, absolutely 100% worth it. There's been talk, free power and stuff like that. To a degree, yes, but also you're looking at having to deal with, the cost of the initial cost. Now you recoup that cost over time, as far as like with the solar system. I'll recoup my cost over time. I recoup it every month, because I don't get a bill every month. So, it's a blessing. I mean, it's awesome. If the system ever went down, not mine. Mine's still here, So that's the beauty of it. That's the peace of mind. That's one of the main reasons why I do what I do. It's to be as independent as I possibly can be. Now, are we going to be 100% independent? No, probably not. But here's my thing. I'm looking for any advantage that I can have in a SHTF situation. That's what I'm looking for. So anything that's going to give me a leg up and make my life more comfortable and my kids' lives more comfortable, that's what it's about. Now, this is a cool phenomenon you're going to see. It's snowing, but at the same time, the sun is sticking or peeking out. What happens all the time is a freaking trip and a half. But as you can see, it's pretty much just an overcast day for the most part, and we've had some snow already, and the forecast is for more snow. But so anyway, guys, listen, I'm doing one of my rambles here, so I just wanted to kind of talk with you guys a little bit, touch base, tell you where I'm coming from, and so I'm going to get off of here. Like I said, yesterday was very, very busy, so I did not make a video. And I did want to address that because he had asked, one of my subscribers had asked about the propane and stuff like that, so I wanted to share that with you. But anyway, it's about working together. And I'm a big proponent and I'm a big believer of that we really do need to work together. So guys, listen, please enjoy your weekend. Hug and kiss the ones you love. Tell them every day how you feel about them. It's very important. And remember, it's one step at a time, one thing at a time, and one day at a time. Whatever your goals are, whatever your hopes and ambitions and dreams are, follow them. Because that's what life is all about. You got to have hope, some kind of hope. And, and peace of mind is huge. It really is. So, guys, listen, have a great day, and I'll talk to you later. Prepper Nurse 1 out for now.